Hi, this is Deadeye Damien, and this is my video on how to use No Backup Plans Year 2 version, as well as building an offensive Defender Titan for Crucible. Let me just add in that I'm a huge PvP player and have built this around what I felt really worked well in the Crucible. In case some of you didn't know, No Backup Plans got a silent buff to its stats. It now grants you Force Barrier, aka an overshield, when you get a kill with a shotgun. I couldn't find any videos on how to successfully use No Backup Plans or a good Defender Titan build, so I made this for you guys. And let me just say, it's a freaking blast. I really love using this build. So first, let's start off on what perks you need to have selected for your Titan. First off, you need to have the Defender subclass selected. Next, I'll show you what I have selected and what I suggest using. For your grenade, you can choose a magnetic grenade because it comes in handy in all situations. For my jump, I use a control one because it allows me to glide across the battlefield as I have zero investment in agility. On my super tree line, I chose Weapons of Light over Armor of Light, and I'll explain more on that later. As for your melee, you can choose between War Machines, which grants a boost to reloading speed, or Unbreakable. Both come in handy, but I feel the recharging overshield will never do you wrong. Both depend on your playstyle. For now, I have recovery and armor as high as I can get it. I am also running Relentless as this is a necessity. It gives you bonus defense and Force Barrier stays active longer. During Iron Banner and Trials where armor matters, I will have mine set to max to eat up as much damage as I can. I would suggest getting a Void Armor that will grant your subclass even more defense. Next is what armor and weapons you should be using. As a primary, I would suggest something long range that is not an exotic. Any pulse rifle complements your shotgun well really works, such as the Villainy or the Smite pulse gun from the raid. I'm choosing Hawksaw. Your shotgun should be something that you can OHKO from a distance. That's why the Chaperone is my #1 pick, as this thing is a monster. Lastly, you'll want to run either a machine gun or rocket, and also Untouchable to lower the cooldown on your Ward of Dawn. Next, we are going to look at Intellect, Discipline, and Strength. For this build, you need to max out Strength. The cooldown for this is the most important part for you to successfully use No Backup Plans. Any lower than max, you will have to wait 34 plus seconds per melee use, as opposed to just 25 seconds when you have max Strength. You can choose to run either Discipline or Intellect as a secondary skill for your build. It's up to you and your playstyle to determine that. As you can see, I'm mixing and matching perks to see what works best for my armor. The helmet, the arms, the chest, the legs, and the mark all needed to have the strength buff equipped for me to max out the last tier. Hopefully your armor will be better. And it is important for the strength to be maxed out, as you will see why in this upcoming match. Blind watch. Ha! These people don't even know.
Rumble.
They don't even know what pain awaits them.
Will.
The whole purpose of this build is to constantly be in a firefight. You constantly want to get shotgun kills so you can have this overshield equipped at all times. You basically want to be in a fight whenever you can. You don't want to give the enemy a chance to rest. I don't even know why it's called Defender, because you are always going to be attacking. You want to eat up as much damage as you can. Loser. And this is where the control jumps come in handy. Your agility, and you're always constantly moving. You never want to stop. You always want to have a shotgun out just to get kills like that. And it's so nice. It's basically every kill you get a Force Barrier that helps reduce the damage that you are taking. I'm also using Field Scout on my shotgun so I can always have ammo even if I can't get it. Now you will see why max strength is important. If you do not have a melee charge, you will not get a Force Barrier when you get a shotgun kill. Shotgun kills take your melee charge. That's why having a 25-second cooldown is important, so you can get your Force Barrier up for any incoming dogfights you'll get into. Next, let's talk about the Defender Bubble. It's honestly the worst PvP super, since you can't really go out and get kills like you do with the Sunbreaker. So instead what you have to rely on is weapons of light, because most good players, whenever they see you pop your bubble, they will run away. So being able to equip weapons of light to get a buff on your weapons really helps. For example, with this Chaperone, it's got great range and great rate of fire. But with the range, you have to get a headshot. But with weapons of light, you can actually just shoot somebody in the body from a long range and get a one-shot kill. It is honestly the best perk to have on the bubble. The idea behind using weapons of light is that you are able to get as much attack damage as you can. You're already relying on your shotgun to give yourself a force barrier and defense buff. Next, you just want to raise your attack stats. So basically, whatever dogfight you're going to get into, you will take more damage and you're going to give out much more damage. So you should be able to win every dogfight when your super is attached, except when they have their supers, of course. But this will give you your best chance of getting a killing spree. Didn't even stand a chance. So playing PvP, let's see what you can and cannot survive. Please keep in mind that this does not include Iron Banner or Trials. During Trials or Iron Banner, your armor will actually give you a higher defense buff.
End the round. Capture the zone.
High impact snipers don't touch the force barrier.
Team,
Let's see here. Up close shotgun,
shown your might.
you can eat it up.
Well fought.
Grenades. Let's talk about the trip mine. Nope. Will not kill you. Eating it up. Fist of Havoc. You bet you can definitely not eat it up. You will die to that, so just be careful. And that's it for my no backup plan / Defender Titan build. Please hit that like button if you like this, or share this with other players. Suggest anything I may have missed in the comment section below, or if you have questions. Again, this is Deadeye Damien. Thank you for watching. And remember that this build is just to help you get wins.
Your efforts have been noted.
Or not.